Hey there, Dani K coming to you from Dani K Gym and Wellness. Today's tip is, of course, on nutrition. There's a lot of people, asking questions, nutrition. Nutrition is key. It's 85% of how you see the results. And there's still a lot of confusion, misconceptions, all that stuff. But today, someone had asked me, yesterday, someone had asked me to do a tip on this. There's a lot of times when people think that they're doing the healthy choices and they're eating good, they're still hungry. So it's like, I don't want to eat healthy because I'm always starving. Well, the thing is, when you're eating healthy and clean, you can actually have more. So the clean foods have less calories. The fattier foods, the junk foods, the foods that have more sugars and carbs and all that stuff, you obviously can't eat. It's almost like you can eat more of them because it doesn't solve the hungry problem, but there's more calories to them. And so when you eat the healthy foods, they kind of fill you up a little bit more because there's quality to it. But like 2 hours later or whatever, you're hungry again. So, and that's kind of the key. Years ago, I was talking with a friend of mine, and she was trying to put her kid's plate like full of food. And I'm like, he's a kid, he's got a little belly, and she's like, well, 2 hours later, he's going to be hungry again. Well, if we ate that way as adults, we, would tend to not have, be overweight. We'd have more energy. We'd have, that fuel. I talked a couple of videos ago about, filling up at every gas station, for your car. It's kind of the same thing. When you're eating smaller meals throughout the day, you're keeping your metabolism fueled to keep, and the energy and all that to keep going through the day. You fill up on one meal, you think, oh, that's going to last you all day. Well, it kind of does because you've like gorged yourself, but your body can only break down and metabolize, a certain amount of calories at one point. So at that point, you're really not doing anything except for storing fat. So back to, so when you're eating healthy, a lot of times people, they're telling me like, oh my God, I'm not losing weight or I'm starving. And they're saying, but look, this is what I'm eating. How come, I'm hungry all the time? How come I'm not losing weight? Well, my first response to that after they tell me what they're eating is, one, definitely not enough protein, and two, definitely not a lot of calories, enough calories. So the good thing is, you're thinking good, clean, and healthy foods. Not bad, but the offside to that is you're not eating enough of it. So, because when you're eating good and clean, there's less calories to it, so you need more of it. When I do a meal plan for people, people look at my meal plan and they're like, holy shit, I'm not going to be able to eat all this food. And sometimes you're not when you first start, because you've been starving yourself or you've been eating crap foods. When you start putting good, clean, healthy foods in, because you're able to eat so much of it, then at the beginning sometimes people can't fit all those calories in. But that's what I say to eat. Make sure that you get the protein. Make sure you get all your proteins in. If any foods that you have to leave out because you're kind of full at the moment, is the carbs, the good carbs that I put on your meal plan. And eventually your body will get trained to, and the time clock and everything inside your body will get trained to where those foods, you'll get all those calories in. So when you go through your day and you're trying to eat clean, you're trying to eat healthy, and you are hungry, figure out and count the calories and see how many calories you've had. 9 times out of 10, people that are trying to do good things, good foods, good clean eating, they're not eating enough of it. So that's why the results don't come in. That's why you're hungry. So think about knowing how many calories that you're supposed to have. A lot of times people say, I don't want to count calories. I don't want to count calories. Well, if you do it enough, at the beginning, you're counting calories. I don't have to count my calories anymore. I know exactly what I'm eating. I know, I've fed my belly, and my eyes know what portion sizes and so forth, so I know what I can have, and I don't need to count the calories as long as I know that I'm getting all my protein in, and through doing this over the years, and it doesn't take years to figure this out, just doing it consistently, exactly how many things are equal to what the amount of protein that you're supposed to have, whether it's protein shakes, chicken, fish, the chicken breasts, or fish fillets, or cans of tuna, whatever, after doing it for a few weeks. 21 days creates a habit. So after doing it for a few days, a couple of weeks, you get the portion size visually, and you get the portion size within your belly and so forth. That you don't have to continue to count the calories, but they're there in case you kind of, go off, the scale raises up a little bit and you're like, what the hell? And you go back and you count your calories. Oh, that's why I added a little bit extra here these last couple of days. I got to take that off. So if you catch those pounds, before they become, if you catch that 1 or 2 pound, before it becomes 10, 15, 20 pounds, it's easier to take off and it's less stress. But again, back to see what I'm saying. There's so much crap to learn and to talk about with nutrition. I could, go on forever and ever. But when you're eating clean and healthy, you are able to eat more food. So if you like food, as I do, you eat clean and healthy, you can have more food, more quality and quantity. It seems like you're, always shoving food in your mouth, because the clean eating has lower calories, therefore you can eat more. So if you are hungry, if you are not seeing the results that you want to see, and you feel like you're eating healthy and clean and all that stuff, count those calories and make sure, and the protein grams, and make sure that you're getting enough calories, enough protein, and definitely, yes, enough fats and carbs. You need that, or you will go into a sort of starvation mode and feel hungry. So stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated. Bye.